Hello everyone again, welcome back to our second session of our learning today. So for the second session today, we are going to study our book is Grammar Planet 1, right? But this time teacher want you to practice the exercise in our workbook. So please open your book right now on page 32 and 33. And our lesson today is talk about unit 11, I don't have a bag. So do you still remember our form present simple negative? Good. So I hope that you can do it as well. And right now let me explain to you again. And here is our whiteboard for today. So we use do not. We can write in two ways. One is short and one is full form, right? Okay, so do not, this one is full form, and done, this one is short form. That you can write do, that you can write D-O-N apostrophes and T, right? So this one is short form and this one is the full form, do not and done, right? Okay, does not. So you can write in the short form also doesn't. D-O-E-S and apostrophes and T. So when you use in present simple, don't forget that in negative form we use with do and does, and the next one we need to use with have, right, to make a negative sentence. So do not use has in a negative sentence. So when you use in negative sentence, when we complete the sentence, use with do not and does not, or we can say it done doesn't. You cannot use with has if that subject is he, she, or it. So we still use with have, right? So remember that all the subject in negative form we need to use with have, right? Okay, so now let me give you an example. I don't have a camera. He doesn't have a camera. So you can see in here I and he. So we just change only one is done and one is doesn't. But the next one we still use with have, right? If that one third person singular or plural. So right now let's move to our page for today. In our page we have 3 exercises that you need to do. The first one is you need to look, read and write. And the second one you need to read and circle, and the last one you need to read, correct and rewrite. So now let's move to our page with teacher all together. So here is our page. The first exercise we have picture number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. So you need to write that sentence into the negative form of present simple, right? Okay, so now let's look at the first picture. He doesn't have Russian flag. So he has Romania flag, right? Okay, number 2. I don't have cake. Very good. So I have soap. Number 3. We don't have cups, right? So at the picture you can see in here, so that one is not cup, right? So we have dishes. Number 4, we need to use with doesn't, right? So he doesn't have a ribbon. He has a hat. So here is our answer that we complete in our page 38. So now let's move to the next one that related with our page 39. So the first one, letter B, you need to read and circle. So number 1, I don't have sunglasses. Very good. Number 2, she done or she doesn't? Good. The correct one is she doesn't have a cap. Number 3, we done or we doesn't have? We don't have a pencil, right? Okay, number 4, everyone. He doesn't or he done? So as you know already, third person singular we use with doesn't, right? So he doesn't have a red coat. Number 5, Cam and Clara doesn't or done? Good is done, right? Because two person we need to use with plural, right? So Clara and Cam don't have a camera. Number 6, Andy doesn't or done. Good. So Andy doesn't have yellow socks, right? Okay, so now let's move to letter C. Read, correct, and rewrite. So as you can see in here, the one that they underline is mean like is a wrong sentence. So you need to arrange that sentence to the correct one that using a negative form of present simple. So now let's look at number 1. I doesn't have a car. So doesn't, that one is wrong, right? So we need to write it again into the correct sentence is I don't have a car. Number 2, she doesn't has toy. So has, can we use has in negative form? No, right? So we need to write it again. She doesn't have toy, right? Okay, number 3. It done has a bone. So it we use with done? No, right? So it we need to use with doesn't. So it doesn't have a bone. Number 4. We doesn't have a house. So we need to write it again is we don't have a house. And the last sentence, he don't have a brown shirt. So don't we use with third person singular? No also, right? So third person singular we need to use with doesn't. So he doesn't have a brown shirt, right? So here is our lesson for today that we practice the exercise related with present simple in negative form. So now it's time for our second session. And today is the last day of our week also, right? So see you again on Monday, and don't forget to wear your mask, wash your hand all the time when you go outside with your family. So see you again on Monday. Goodbye everyone. Have a nice day.